What is going on, everybody? It's Tuesday. I'm ready. I hope you're ready. It's time to take another trip down the DCU fandom, take a look at what's coming out this week, chit-chat a little bit, and run the weekly giveaway. Got some really cool stuff to give away today, as well as I put together another mystery pack of comics. Like, this has been fun piecing these together, pulling stuff from, I think this one has stuff as early as the Bronze Age all the way up to current, with all kinds of cool stuff in there with it. So I guess I need to set that goal in here, and I'll do that as we do this. Hey, don't forget to check out the links in the description. We got Big Time Collectibles, proud supporter of the channel, happy to say, and they send all kinds of cool stuff that I pay forward in the monthly Legion loot giveaway. So if you're a channel member in the Legion tier or higher, you're entered in that monthly giveaway. So be sure to check out the channel membership and see if it's something you might want to do to help support the channel and get in on some cool stuff. And if you need anything cleaned or pressed, look no further than Justin's Comics. He's linked down below. You can find him on Instagram via that link. And if you don't have Instagram, feel free to reach out to me by any means necessary, and I can link you up with him. He can get stuff cleaned, pressed, and even sent to the grading service of your choice. In case you don't have your own account, he can handle it for you. And like I mentioned, the channel membership is live, always rocking and rolling. And you can hit that button and check that out. You get the loyalty badges, the custom emojis, early access to content, invites to private streams, as well as your name on the Legion loot prize wheel at the end of every month if you're in the Legion tier. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let me get this thing here. Bonus mystery pack added to prize. That sounds right. Boop. Boom. Super chat goal for today is started. I think I put it on the wrong thing too. Yeah, going too fast here. New one coming in. Start another goal. 1 hour. Want the $2 one. Trying. Boom. There we go. There we go. Proper one is set. So let's see who we got in here. We got Lisa. What is going on? Happy Tuesday to you. I got your win from last week boxed up. I'm running a little behind, a lot going on, school start map, but I got you all boxed up. That'll ship out this week, Lisa. Congrats to you. The adventurous one, Joseph Michaels. What is going on? How are you today? Hello, hello. Christina Payne, hello. How's it going? Nerdy Geek, what is up? What is up? Hey, Mark, you get those F4 Pop-Tarts? You know I did. You clearly saw the post or the YouTube short. They're awful. They're not bad. They're just like regular Pop-Tarts. But it's funny. I posted a YouTube short last night of the Fantastic Four Pop-Tarts because I like Pop-Tarts, and I've been on the look for those. And on the back of the box, it shows you the different images, because just picture the white frosting on a Pop-Tart, but then with a picture printed on them. You know, you got Human Torch, the Thing, Mr. Fantastic, just the words Fantastic Four, all kinds of fun stuff printed on them. And on the back of the box, the pictures look very crisp, very clear, easy to see. And then when you look at the real Pop-Tart, they don't quite look the same. But yeah, it's a fun little YouTube short that I posted. I'll probably do it again as I open more of them. It's kind of funny. What is going on? Brian LCS is in the building. Happy Tuesday, y'all. So is it over, Brian, or the nomination process over? Is that what it is? The Comic Book Community Awards Brian puts on here on YouTube. It's been the open nomination season. And I think that wrapped up. I think that the list on the cbcawards.org, you can see the list of the people that were all totally nominated. Whether you voted for somebody or voted for yourself, your name appears on this giant list of people that were nominated. And now they have the task of counting all the votes, tallying things up, and seeing who gets formulated into a list of finalists. And I guess that list of finalists will be revealed in the coming days. We'll see. We'll see. Turburns, hello. How are you today? Good to see you in here. What is going on, MJ? Hope your move is going well. I seen that post you put up, man. You chilling in a hot tub looking over paradise while reading a comic. That looked amazing, dude. I just wanted to hop in there with you. It looked like a good time. AR, what's going on, homie? Happy DC Day to you as well. Good to see you. What's up? What's up? Let's see. Nominations are closed. There it is. There it is. They are closed. Finalists revealed August 15th. There we go. So we'll find out who the people in each category are. It was interesting. I told Brian I went to go do the voting on it when he first put it out, and they had changed up the whole thing. The way that the tiers, cause like there's different categories, but then it's like tailored toward certain subscriber counts, like under 500, over 500, under 2,000, except still over 1,000. And I'm like, dude, I can't do this. I gotta come back after I after I figure out who fits in these categories, basically. So I just did it on a whim. I was hanging out on a stream, not this Saturday, the one before, and I just thought about it randomly and went in there and just filled the whole thing out real fast. So I got my nominations and did a lot of voting for Sector 2815. I know that. I voted for Heroes Fire Comic Club on something, and I voted for the Immortal one, Biggie Shack, on, I forget what this called. It was like a Legacy, Legend, Lifetime, whatever the last one was called. But through Biggie Shack on there, a guy has been out a while. He's a good dude. I like Biggie Shack. Good dude. Faith and Misery, what is going on, homie? New DC Day. Yes, it is. It's a good one. Hello, madam. How are you today? Phil, what's going on, homie? What's up? What's up? And I think I have today's giveaway posted up in here. Let's take a look at what's going down. So there's that famous, very famous Detective Comics 880. Scott Snyder written jock art. That's a very famous book for the cover art alone. It stood the test of time, and it got the foil treatment this week. So I had to grab one of those. Just beautiful cover. It looks amazing, shining in foil. So that's going to a new home today, as well as Birds of Prey, issue number 24. And that Birds of Prey cover is by somebody who I cannot pronounce their name, but it's Kayundung Edom, something like that. But it's a beautiful cover. I always try to grab one of the lovely lady covers for the fans out there. Something shiny, something. It's a good cover. Not gonna lie, it's a darn good cover. So that's going to be in today's giveaway. Plus, if we hit the super chat goal, it's 5 super chats of $2 or more. I got the mystery pack loaded to the gills with all kinds of extras. You got sealed trading card packs in there, stickers, Justice League Watchtower cards. There's 4 books in there going all the way back to the Bronze Age. So that'll get added. The 4 comic mystery pack if we hit the super chat goal. So we'll see. 16 watching. Don't forget that thumbs up. Yeah. Definitely helps the eternal battle against the YouTube algorithm. Thanks, Mark. It was a needed breakaway. Our house move has been delayed. I'm living in a house of boxes at the moment. That's okay, man. That just means when you get in your new house, you'll be even more grateful. You'll also be sick of looking at boxes, so you'll put stuff away quicker. It works out. What is going on, Darth Lopez? Homesick, I can't believe I won. Thanks, Mark Wayne. What'd you win? What did you win? What's up, Pop? Hello. Hey, yo, that BC cover made me a fan. Hashtag fishnet fetish. Yeah, it's hard not to be a fan. It's a gorgeous cover. Super gorgeous cover. I'm digging it. There's those custom emojis. You get access to those by hitting that join button and becoming a channel member, which I encourage everyone to do. There's 2 different tiers. Get in where you fit in. That's what you should do. All right, let's pull this up. Let's take a look at what's coming out this week. It's another fantastic week. Last week was a fifth new comic. Yeah, every so often there's 5 Wednesdays in a month. And when that happens, typically the amount of releases are kind of smaller. You get a lot of annuals and stuff. So we're back to our regular scheduled program. And that's what we got this week. Got a lot of bangers, and it's kicking off. We got multiple Absolute titles out this week, starting with Absolute Superman number 10. Jason Aaron is still crushing it. I got to tell you, outside of that Brainiac issue, which was just so unnerving, so creepy, so shocking, so just grotesque, I think this is my favorite issue. Number 10 right here. Is this series pacing is what makes it unique. All of these Absolute titles really stand on their own merits. You could compare them to each other all you want, but they're all like their own little subgenre underneath the comic book genre. And that's how it should be. A Green Lantern story should not have the same feel as a Wonder Woman story, a Superman story, a Batman story. And they've really understood the assignment with that. And this Superman story, the way it's been written and the way that this story is unfolding really comes to a head with this issue in a lot of different ways. They've kind of held Superman back in a lot of issues in the sense of not like being too revealing with him, not forefronting him. We really get introduced to him and get to know him through the lens of people that saw him in passing or rescued by him pretty quickly or just left in awe of him kind of thing. But there's certain key factors about Superman that have to be present to really make him Superman. Otherwise, you're just Homelander or Brightburn or Captain Marvel. You're a character with similar powers. You're not Superman. This one really establishes something crucial, something core to the character. And it just had me like, not just saying, whoa, like Keanu Reeves, but it had me just smiling ear to ear. It was a good issue. It's action packed. It does a lot to push the plot forward. It has major twists and a lot of like character reveal kind of moments in it. This was a major issue. It felt like a penultimate issue for sure with how much that they put into this one. Major things happen. Major things happen in this one. I hope everyone's still reading these, but if you're not, the trade paperback collections are coming. Like if you haven't jumped on Absolute, they announced the entire release slate for the trade paperback, so you can kind of get started at a ground level because we're not too far into this. We got a $2 super chat from Steven with a C, longtime channel member, A1 from day one. Happy new DC Day, Legionnaires. Happy new DC Day to you as well, brother. I appreciate you. Madam says, did everyone nominate me for the CBC Awards under the category most likely to impulsively jump on stream? That's a category that we need to see. I don't remember if I saw that category or not, but if I did, I'm sure I would have put you on there. You or Cliff, right? You or Cliff definitely both deserve to be finalists in that category. Rob as well, if we're talking about Fridays. If it's a Friday, Rob wins that category. That's a solid category. What is going on, JSS Brooklyn? Good to see you in here, homie. Hello to you. Hello, hello. But yeah, Absolute Superman, highly recommend. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm absolutely digging this story. There we go. Got the next super chat. Glad to. Big shout out to JSS Brooklyn. Thank you so much, homie. Appreciate you. Well, let's get it there. It's 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. All right. Let's see what else we got on the release week for this week. So Absolute Superman. There's a couple cool covers. I stopped pulling variants for this. The only variants that I pulled for this series, even from the get-go, was just the Clayton Crane ones. Issue 1, I got a handful of covers. And now that I think about it, I might go back and pull all those out. I'm about to post a lot of books up for sale here in the next coming days over on Pop's Attic. Link is in the description for those who don't know. If you're looking for books, you will literally find them no cheaper than on Pop's Attic's Instagram page. We do a lot of work to make sure that everything on there is cheaper than everywhere else. And we're talking stuff, new exclusives with signatures all the way back to back issues from back in time. So it's random. You never know what you'll see. And he did a big dump of stuff on there in the last 24 hours, and it's going fast. So be sure to check out Pop's Attic. But I pulled a bunch of stuff. I've got all the Miller World books in collected volumes. So I pulled a bunch of the floppies for that. I'll be going over there. Some Danny Warren Johnson series, some more stuff. But I might go pull a lot of the Absolute stuff that I have multiple copies of because I'm looking to make a couple extra dollars. I'm about to spend about $1,500 on car stuff. The saga of the car situation seemed to never end in my life, not since the beginning of summer. So instead of taking a big hit, I'd rather just move some comics I don't have to keep and help with that a little bit. Good afternoon. Got to see Fantastic Four last week. I was pleasantly surprised with it. Glad we finally got a screen-accurate Galactus. I got a feeling we haven't seen the last of him. Jim Hayes, what's going on, homie? Good to see you. I enjoyed Fantastic Four as well. I don't know if I'm just predisposed to like it. I grew up with these comic books, and Fantastic Four has been around since before me in multiple forms of media. The old cartoons, grew up on the 90s cartoons. Read comics with him in them since I was little. You got the Fox movies, which I absolutely love. I remember watching the Roger Corman movie on bootleg VHS when I was a kid. I think it's just the wholesome nature of Fantastic Four that I really enjoy. I like Fantastic Four. It was a good movie. Had a legendary box office drop. That's not too much of a criticism against the film as it is Disney as a company, as a whole, as a brand. They've really done a lot of work to absolutely destroy any good faith they had with the audience, and that's unfortunate because this movie was good. But on the flip side of that, it hurts to have to remind people, as good as that movie was, what made it so enjoyable, we're already past it. It's over with. That movie was a standalone, stood on its own merits, good just for the sake of being a good movie. And one of the biggest things that made it that way was the fact that it could be a story that wasn't interfered by this terrible current MCU continuity story kerfluffle that it's in. That movie wasn't tied to nothing. But the next time we see the Fantastic Four, it's going to be in the MCU timeline in the main stuff. So it's back to just brouhaha. The fun's over. The good storytelling's over. It's back to just everything has to service this over bloated, confused, no one gives a crap storyline that they don't even know what they're doing anymore, which is sad. They should abandon bringing the Fantastic Four into Doomsday or Secret Wars. Just abandon all that. Just say, you know what? We changed our mind. We're not doing Secret Wars. It costs too much and not enough people buy tickets. We're not doing Doomsday. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to pretend like we just planted a new flag in the ground with first steps. This is the first Marvel movie now. Marvel's first family. You get a Spider-Man movie next year that we're going to make sure isn't tied to nothing else either. Brand new day, first steps, fresh start. Let's just go from there. But they won't do that. It's too extreme. That's what they need to do. If they knew it was ultimately good for them, they said, you know what? We give up. We're sorry. We screwed up. This is what we got for you. Fantastic standalone movies. Yeah, they exist in the same universe. But they're not gonna write these stories that tie to each other. We'll just let them be good. They won't do it. Too stupid to do it. Should have done it a long time ago. Been saying it. Been saying for years, kill this universe, burn it with fire, give us some breathing room, start over, and make sure these movies stand on their own merits. These characters can exist in the same universe with their stories having to be tied to each other like this. It's too much work. It doesn't work. They lost the plot long ago. And now we're at a point where they're talking about resetting the whole thing. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Y'all were making fun of me 2 years ago for saying it. I'm waiting for a book called Godzilla Enough Already. When they put it out, Becker, I'll get it. I'll let you know how it is. Brand new Godzilla stories out this week, too. I'll be happy to talk about that later. The second book in the brand new Kaisei era, Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone, following Tim Seeley's brand new Godzilla #1. And this is Tim Sheridan doing this. Tim Sheridan's a writer I absolutely love since his work on Alan Scott Green Lantern. But good to see you, Becker. Hello, hello. Gary Woods, what's going on? Cosmic One, hello. How are you today? Good to see you in here. And it looks like we got
more blood. Go get it.
Boom, got the next $2 super chat from Deadman Comic Cover Show. Appreciate you, homie. Good afternoon, evening, DC people. It's good to see you in here. How is it going? Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Husband Gary, nerdy, afternoon. People saying the hellos. And we got another $1.99 super chat from Madam, as well as one from NJ Comics, helping you reach your goal. Only one more. Let's hit him with the little clip. How to cut those off short. Warner Brothers doesn't like those clips being too long. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I think that's 5 over 5 right there. We just space ghosted that early on. Nice. Nice. I appreciate you all. What's going on, Scotty? Fantastic Four is older than even me. I'll let you keep that one. Way to go, Madam and MJ. I appreciate y'all. I'm seeing it tonight. You'll love it. It's fantastic. I mean, it's not a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination. But if you watch that trailer and you think, I think I'll like this, you will. What you see in the trailer, vibe-wise, feel-wise, it's good. My favorite thing is the complaints that I saw against it. There's not enough action. It's not enough action. If you saw Fantastic Four First Steps and you came out complaining that there's not enough action, you are the problem. You are why we don't get nice things. There's a lot of action in that movie. Might be spaced out, but man, it's good to get a movie that actually like builds characters, even just a little bit, get to see some interaction with them. I love action too, but it's hollow. Hollow action isn't as fun as by the time we get to the third act of that Fantastic Four movie, it's got a little bit more weight because we spent some time with these characters. Know what I'm saying? It's got to be balanced. It's a fine line. I don't have TikTok brain. I'm very knee-jerk reaction to those kind of things. I don't like the TikTok brain phenomenon that's happening. Hell yeah, we reached the goal early this week. Good job, everyone. Yeah. C1C normally coming up first and last, making sure it happens. Appreciate you guys. Must be payday. Covers the cost of shipping this extra package, man. This extra bonus. Oh, yeah. So we got the 4 comics in here going back to the Bronze Age. A couple of Justice League Watchtower cards, stickers, and a sealed Return of Superman trading card pack. So that'll put it up to 6 comics in the giveaway pack today. What? Fantastic Four 1 tanked? Holy crap. That was one of those books that, even though Fox held the rights to the movie, it just never was a cheap book. Always expensive. 1.5. So, oh my gosh, that's crazy. You don't normally see that book under 5 figures. You know, like a low end be close to $10,000. That's wild. That's wild. Disney's just ruined. Like, everything's still higher value than before Disney bought the company. But that's across the board. Inflation, all that stuff. Things over time increase in value. But it's crazy how much damage they have done in the last 3 to 5 years. I still look at it and it's hard to believe every time. What's going on, Bryant? Good to see you in here. There's Pedro. I love it. And apparently he would love you too. Just get around him, let his anxiety kick in, and you're all set. In the Spider-Man movie, is one of the villains going to be Tarantula? I have no clue. I know that Punisher is supposed to make an appearance in it. They had pictures of John Bernthal in the full suit posting today, which looked cool. Some of it looked a little questionable, like it might have been AI. But if you look at his vest, he has magazines around his vest, and like this, the skull symbol is like a plate, and the plate is over the magazines on one side and under the magazines on the other. I'm like, that looks questionable. It's sad when you have to question everything you look at because of AI. I hate AI so much. Kyle Reese died for this, guys. Back off the AI. It's not enough action. Then go to a WWF event. Exactly. Boo, ba doo, ba doo, boo. Let's see, scrolling this one.
I understand.
Gary Woods dropping the $2 super chat. Love the DC Universe. Love the Legionnaires. Appreciate you, Gary. I'm going to have to get some more clips in here soon. More clips. We're watching the same ones a lot, and I apologize for that, but I appreciate all y'all with the super chats. There's a lot more clips, but the DC-related ones, yeah, I got like Gambit, Ghost Rider, Hulk, some non-DC related ones. I got to get some from like the updated Superman movie, the newest Superman movie, 2025. That I only got one, and it's super short. What is going on, Ruby G? Cowabunga to you, good sir. Glad to see you in here. Always good to see you. Whenever I see you, I always think about these beautiful art cards you sent me. I can't thank you enough for those, man. They're fantastic. I keep them right here by me at all times. At all times. Spider-Man needs an ultimate enemy raid. That would be cool. Madam hates AI. Well, you are an artist, ma'am. That's why. All 5. Clap, clap, clap. Hashtag happy DC Day. Happy DC Day to you too. Cliff, good to see you in here. What is going on, John? Good to see you. Happy DC Day. Wait, did you say Kyle Reese? I just totally laughed. Well done. Yes. Everyone's out here playing with AI like they're not like playing with dynamite. Kyle Reese died for us, guys. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance. Dude, I'm a look, dude. I've got a CPU chip just sitting right here at JSS. Like, I'm the reminder. What's up? As a reminder, the great legend is in the house. What's up, brother? Hey, Legion, happy DC Day. Fantastic Four for life. Yeah, you're a big Fantastic Four guy. Did you enjoy the new film? I did. What's up, Sir Timothy Nerdy is in the building. Good to see you, brother. Brother from the Great White Northeast. You know, out on the island out there. Not the bad one. Joffrey Castro, what's going on? Ben Compton, what's up? Good to see you, homie. Yeah, Superman seems to be ruling the superhero box office for July. I mean, that's getting pretty specific, but that's how they do things these days, right? Every 3 hours, there's a new post or something claiming some kind of weird box office victory that if you try to look at it at all or unpack it, it's just fallacious. But I will say Superman has had very, very impressive domestic box office numbers, knowing that it really didn't get traction or get pushed overseas, but it has risen to really, really high numbers just straight domestically. You don't typically see that internationally. Worldwide, there's a lot more countries if you add them all up and just stack them against just the US, but somehow this movie has still managed to pull off really good numbers for not having the international box office like that. That's crazy impressive. I will say. Destroy the chip. Yeah. Dude, this one's made of like solid metal. It'd be difficult. I can't break my teeth trying. I got to get to the foundry, bro. There's still one more chip. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Where's your 1 million sunblock mark? Yeah. I get that. I get that reference. Sarah Connor was hardcore. Hardcore. All right. Let's see. I'm missing. I see people saying, hi, Kyle. Where's Kyle? Hey, there he is. Super Red Batman. What is going on, Kyle? Good to see you here. Glad you made it. All right, here we go. Boom. Absolute Green Lantern issue number 5. I got to tell you guys, it's like my ranking for the absolute titles change regularly. Superman, Wonder Woman, and this right here, Green Lantern, are easily the ones that duke it out and battle it out for the top spot. This is truly like sci-fi horror stuff based on Earth right now. But every element of this book that we're playing with and experimenting with is absolutely space sci-fi themes and elements. I mean, aliens. Abin Sur came to Earth to give the ring to Hal Jordan. We're doing it differently this time, but we're getting so many little context clues that are building out what the emotional power light spectrum is. What is there a core? We don't know. Like, everyone's being judged. We found out 2 issues ago that Abin Sur is judging everyone and what seemed to be killing them. We found out last issue he wasn't killing them. They're all alive. They're inside OA, Omega, and Alpha. Like, this whole concepts are getting massive. Hector Hammond rolled up at the end of the last issue to the small town where all these alien events are happening. Joe Mullen and Hal Jordan are having to fight it out. One's possessed, infected, empowered by the green light of the Green Lantern. One by the Black Hand. The Black Hand is taking over Hal. He's trying to fight against it. It's almost impossible, but he's doing his best. This issue goes extremely hard. Again, just like with Superman, a lot of story context, a lot of plot moving forward, a lot of big moments. The art fits the story perfectly. This is a solid story. I'm really, really digging it. These absolute books have been incredible. Again, I really encourage any and everybody to check them out. If you're not a Superman fan, if you're not a Green Lantern fan, all the way down the line, these aren't your average takes on these characters. Something fresh, something new. So it might just be that you might like it. Get to the foundry. What a nice saying. 2 more chips. Old but not obsolete. Man, I know a lot of people hated on it when it came out, but I absolutely love Genesis. I love Terminator Dark Fate as well. Dark Fate was really freaking good. Hashtag for John. That might be our hashtag today. Might be the hashtag today. But yeah, love the Terminator franchise. I actually have to get to the foundry today, LOL. There you go. Everyone forgets how the Terminator saves humanity. Yeah. Yeah, and ironically, and it does it once the CPU is turned off and turned back on with the inhibitor flipped, where it can actually learn. It's not stuck to base programming. Basically turning it into AI, right? Yeah. Never forget August 29th, 1997. Never will, bro. Never will. That was the day that was almost Judgment Day. Almost. What is going on? Dallas Suspense is in the building. Good to see you, my guy. Yeah, you made it to the list of names on the CBC Awards. I voted for you, my guy. Is the supporter, blue wrench, all that thing, that category there. Remember to hit the thumbs up. Appreciate you. Yeah. Definitely helps. T2 is my fave. Love them all, though. Talk to the Hand. Yeah, T2 is, in my opinion, the greatest action movie ever made. Holds up to this day. James Cameron's undefeated. James Cameron. Oh, yeah. And dude, I don't know where they get these numbers from. It makes no sense. There's not pre-sales available, but Avatar 3 is already projecting a 550 to 650 million opening weekend. They're expecting it to even do more than Way of Water. It's going to be the movie of 2024. or 2025 and 2026. Luckily, it releases in December, so I get to brag, even though I have nothing to do with making it, but I get to brag and gloat about how it dominates 2 different years instead of just one. I love it. Absolute Greenlander number 2, check it, or number 5, check it out, guys. Al Ewing's crushing it on there. You get some Ultimate books this week, meh. They're finishing off the Ultimate stuff already. I think Uncanny X-Men, meh. Amazing Spider-Man, super meh. One World Under Doom, I've heard is pretty decent. Drew Manchu said it was pretty good. He got a cool cover there. Reed getting a facelift. The new Captain America series, I need to check that out. I think Chip Zdarsky's writing it. I like Captain America a lot, and it's been a while since they did change up on the creatives on it, so I definitely might check that out. Batgirl, I do not read. I'm curious about this new Daredevil Cold Day in Hell. Charles Soule is writing it, and that cover is amazing. I might go back and check out a trade for that. This cover caught my attention, and otherwise I was not familiar with it. Steve McNiven on the art, that might be why it caught my attention. But yeah, again, I enjoy these Marvel characters. It's rare to find one of these stories that's worth actually spending money on or committing time to. It just doesn't make sense. Poison Ivy number 35, Birds of Prey number 24. So you get 3 of the DC bombshells this week alone: Batgirl, Poison Ivy, and then the Birds of Prey. But there's another one. We'll get down to it, a brand new title starting. But on the pool list, actually, JSA issue number 10. This was a major issue. We know that the Injustice Society, since the beginning of this, have had the JSA on the ropes. This was like starting a new series during a JSA event. It's not crossing over with other stuff, but all the JSA is there. All the legacy characters from Infinity Inc. are there. They're bringing characters like Kid Eternity, all kinds of stuff. The entire Injustice Society is there. A lot of the new Golden Age characters that Jeff Johns introduced 2 years ago are in here. They're after the Spear of Destiny, rightfully so. It's a big Justice Society story. And ultimately getting to it, you've had you had people like on the inside of the JSA flipping script on them. You have stuff going on in hell. You have characters actually dying. There's literally a lot going. This feels like a JSA in-game style story with the amount of characters and things going on. But ultimately, the Justice Society is trying to get to Hawkman's secret museum to get a hold of the Spear of Destiny, and they want to wake up the old gods to just pretty much destroy the earth so they can rule over the ashes and rebuild it how they see fit. And this is like the last sprint between the 2 teams to get to the Spear of Destiny. Spoiler alert, the Injustice Society had a huge head start at the end of the last issue, but this was a fantastic issue right here. Fantastic issue. I don't know what Jeff Lemire was going for with this. This title is not new reader friendly at all. Like some people might say it is. Sure it is. You figure out who the characters are. Dude, there's like 50 freaking characters in it, which I love that. I enjoy that. A lot going on for all the people say there's not enough action. There's a lot of action in this. There's a lot of scene changes, place changes, all kinds of stuff. But as somebody who really loves a JSA, this feels like it should have been like an issue 25 storyline going on. There was no entry into this. You were just thrown into it, which again is fine for me. But as somebody who likes a JSA, I would love to see this title continue. And I'm surprised it's gone this far, to be honest with you. I appreciate them hanging in there. I don't know if it's being really just pushed by Jeff Lemire's name. He does have an embedded fan audience for sure, but I'm not too sure how many people pull JSA on his name alone. He's really most notably known for his creator-owned stuff. Wow, so nice to see everybody today. Yeah. It's a good place to be at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. I've been reading the new Justice League series from 2011. That's some good stuff. What is that? That's before the Rebirth era stuff. Was Scott Snyder writing that? Or no, that's the Jeff Johns. Yeah. Is that the Jeff Johns stuff? 2011. I think that might be the Jeff Johns stuff, which was awesome. You get into Pandora. You get into Forever Evil, Dark Side War. If that's the Jeff Johns stuff, there's all kinds of good stuff in that run. Holy potatoes, that was a good era. That was a good era. Cold Day in Hell is excellent. I gotta check that out. I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. JSS is agreeing. So that's 2 people that I trust their opinions agreeing on it. These guns are vital to protect my family. Also, this is Texas. There you go. Avatar is a great Swedish heavy metal band. Oh, you were talking about the movie. My bad. No worries, Marty. I appreciate the info all the same. Yeah, and in the coming days, I mean, it takes time. Right now, I've got like the brand new or recently unboxed Batman v Superman McFarlane figures out, but I want to get it switched out. I got all the Avatar stuff on the other side of me at all times. These Ekrins, these Skim Wings, these figures flying on them. I want to get this avatared out. It's been a while since my background was avatared, but I want to see it happen. Wow, that's crazy. JSA was so involved that Sir Timothy Nerdy dropped it. He's a JSA fan. He's a huge Stargirl fan. Genesis was great. Arnold versus his younger self was freaking hilarious. Yet it wasn't played funny either, though. That was like pretty serious scene watching them go back and forth, That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like how much it how it was like a huge homage to the franchise. We relived a lot of the scenes, like when Kyle Reese first landed here, when Arnold first landed here in the first one. It was just cool stuff. It was really cool stuff. Watching that T-1000 chase down Kyle Reese when he first landed here was nuts. Was nuts. Time to give shit away. No, it's not. Getting close, though. 2011 New 52, and Jeff Johns is doing a great job. Just started Throne of Atlantis. Yeah, you're going to need to read a couple of Aquaman issues, too, to get all that. Yeah, Throne of Atlantis was dope. Language matter. Remember, children are always present. Oh, on that note, this is the first Tuesday they're back in school. Monkey and Finn, both. Monkey is now in kindergarten. Monkey and Finn are both now at the same school, so she is not here. And that's kind of sad, now that you say it, because for as long as this show has gone on, the entirety of this show, Monkey has been my little Vanna White. When we do this giveaway here, she's the one that draws the bonus cards for you guys. I know the summertime her and Finn both were doing it, but man, now that you mentioned that, Joe, like that's kind of sad. My little girl's growing up. I got one already getting packed, getting ready to go move into her dorm for her first year of college in a couple of days, and the other one that's on her second day of kindergarten. That's super sad, man. So y'all are stuck with me. Maybe I can holler at my wife. She's off today. I'll holler at Kyle, see if she wants to come in here and pull the cards. What is going on, Dersey boy? What's up, my man? Eyeball, kiss. Legion, ABX. If y'all don't know, I got a trend where I always read Durz's comments in full. I appreciate you, brothers. Good to see you. As always, T-Dubs. If it can't bend air, it ain't no Avatar. Oh, man. They're working on it, right? We did water. Now we're doing fire. What could come next? I don't know. Avatar ground and sky. What's up, Awesome? Good to see you. What's up? Let's see. Make sure you miss it. Awesome LeMay, artist extraordinaire. Yeah. I like your little icon right there. Yeah. She survived 5 years. She made it. Back to school already? Yeah. Yesterday was her first day back. Yeah. Blink and they grow up. Yeah. It happens every day. They do something, or they just run off a certain way or stand a certain way or make a certain expression that you're like, yo, you've never done that before. That's new. They stop saying certain words certain ways, and you're just like, wait a minute. Man, I'm never going to hear him say that ever again that cute way. Ugh. Yeah, man, that's my favorite. Unpacking the San Diego Comic-Con semi-truck. Woo! Yeah, I do not envy you. Golly. In no time, you'll be screaming Monkey's boyfriends like a good father should. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be watching Michael Bay's Bad Boys 2 for a reminder on how that goes. And I have a high schooler, middle, and elementary. My nerds are growing up fast. Yeah. I hate it for all of us. Oh, here's that new one, though, guys. Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League issue number 1. I'm not too sure how many issues this is going to be. It's Greg Rucka, so it's a renowned writer. Like Greg Rucka comes with clout with his name. The art in this looks really cool. I mean, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, at what point were we like, hey, you know what we should do? We should take Cheetah and Cheshire and just do a little team up story where they rob the Justice League. This book has been promoted and pushed in the back pages of recent issues. You buy anything, you get a couple preview pages of other stuff going on. Like they're advertising for themselves, but the artwork on the inside is really good. Not going to lie. It's like super good. Nicola Scott is your art. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Nicola Scott, I'm used to seeing do covers. Nicola Scott's doing interiors, I guess. Annette Kwok is doing colors, and letterer Troy Petier. I would work on that last name, especially these days. Superstar creators Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott team up for the heist of a lifetime. A daring heist aboard the most secure facility in the DCU. Cheetah and Cheshire assemble a team of misfits and oddballs to pull off the impossible, robbing the Justice League Watchtower and getting away with it. All that stands between them and pulling off the most daring heist in history are a few tiny complications, such as the most sophisticated orbital platform ever constructed, its AI-driven security system, and one other thing, the smartest and most powerful hero in the DCU. I wonder who they're going to assign that to. Smartest and most powerful hero in the DCU. That could go different ways. That's a debatable topic for sure. I like how they say the sophisticated AI security system. For those that know, if this is in current continuity, Red Tornado is the security system right now. His body was ravaged and destroyed. His mind is in the Watchtower. So hopefully they lean into that. Hopefully that's what they do. But I did not opt to pick this one up. Thinking I might have should have. Sounds fun. These goofy books like this tend to be like some of the most enjoyable. Like I always harken back to the Aquaman Green Arrow Deep Target story or the Aquaman Flash Void song. I was starved of Aquaman comics for a long time, but they kept doing these little mini series. There are always these little goofball team ups and weird snares. Like, let's take the King of Atlantis and let's put him on a moon base, or let's take the King of Atlantis and have him fight this alien invasion, this city over here with the Flash. Just random stuff. They're like, let's take Cheetah and Cheshire. Let's have them rob the Watchtower. What are they after? What are they after that makes this story make sense? Who knows? But that might be probably one of the more interesting or entertaining or enjoyable aspects of it. Again, the art is phenomenal. Nicola Scott is great. Can't recommend that enough. So if you hit your comic stores tomorrow, go pick this one up. Open it up. Take a peek inside. It might be a sleeper hit. Not hit like this is going to be worth tons of money. Oh, this is an investment. No, just fun. We buy comics. We read comics because it's fun. This might be a sleeper hit, guys. And I'll read it. Yeah, I'll tell you now. I'll commit to reading it. I'll check this one out. I'll be talking about it Sunday night when me and Sector review all these new books Sunday. I will be talking about this one too. I'll check it out. At least I will. I can't make him read something he don't want to read. I would never ask either. But at least one of us will have read this. It's always a fan of the Scooby-Doo and Batman mystery series. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty consistent. What is going on, George? Got the 757 Hustle show in the building. What's up, homie? Good to see you in here. Hope you're doing good today. And one of these is foil, by the way. I was looking at this foil version of this. Flipping gorgeous. Gerard Peril variant. Flipping gorgeous in foil. So if you're attracted to shiny comics like I am, be sure to double check on that as well. Let's see. Dude, I didn't even realize that this Secret 6 came out. Secret 6, number 6 is out. Dude, I bailed on this after number 1, and this is like got all the makings of like my favorite kind of little mini series too. You got Amanda Waller in there. I'm a huge Amanda Waller fan. I can't stand her. I absolutely despise Amanda Waller, but she's a villain, and the fact that I get those emotions when I read stories with her means that it's a proper villain, and I really enjoy that. But I like hodgepodge teams. I like the Secret 6. You got Catman in here, Deadshot, Jonathan Kent's in here, huge Kent fan. I've liked the introduction and bringing of Dreamer, all kinds of good stuff in here. The execution of the story was it was just awful. Nicola Maines, I think, is who plays Dreamer in the CW, brought in to write this. So it's one of those situations where you kind of get like the celebrity writing the comic book. Let's sell it on the celebrity name. Sometimes that works out well. Paul Dano's Riddler story was insanely good, but they've done it a bunch of times. Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Emily Clark, maybe? Emilia Clarke wrote a story called Mom or something. It was garbage. Actors act, writers write, and every now and then there's overlap of talent. I don't think this is one of those situations, which sucks because being a John Kent fan is not easy these days. They've done a lot of questionable moves with this character, just like pushing him to the forefront and then just straight sidelining him like this. Aging him up, that's been hard to defend, hard to try to talk people into checking it out. Tom Taylor's run ultimately going like kind of just treading water, like trying to tell people like, oh, this is dope, check it out, support this character so that we'll get more with this character, because if we get more of this character, ultimately there'll be cool moments that he makes fans, he wins people over. We don't get a chance to get those moments because of stories like this. It's unfortunate. But following their captured teammates' trail has led Catman and John Kent right into the middle of a major power scheme between Checkmate and the U.S. government. But with former Sixers Jeanette whispering in Dreamer's and Gossamer's ears, Black Alice losing hope, and Deadshot running out of time to extend his escape from hell, their would-be rescuers might secure everyone's safety, but someone's going to lose their soul. And I couldn't care less, and that's unfortunate. Is anyone in the chat reading this story? I know that Loader's Empire was in here early on, excited as I was for it. Getting Secret Six was awesome, but then you see the lineup. I'm like, why is Jay in here? What are we doing with Dreamer? You kind of gave Dreamer this big moment recently in Absolute Power just to kind of backpedal on it a little bit. Why are we doing something with Waller in this story? Waller still should be cooling in a cage with like short-term memory loss. You know what I mean? Like, just questionable choices with these people. It's hard to get them over with fans when you do something, then you backpedal, and do something and backpedal. You really got to give them some room just to do. You know what I mean? Here's probably my favorite book of the week. I say probably. It's pretty obvious. Obviously, I went into it biased, I'm sure. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, round 2. For those who watch the channel know I'm big on the MonsterVerse stuff, big on the Godzilla stuff. There's nothing but great Godzilla books out right now, except for what's happening at Marvel. I cannot put my name to any of those at all. I don't recommend any of them at all, unless you're just cover buying and you like the art. But everything else has been fantastic, been solid. Godzilla Heist just wrapped up. Godzilla Here There Be Aliens. That's the Here There Be Volume 3. It's the finale to all that. It's incredible. This brand new Kaisei era that they're kicking off with 3 ongoing titles. First time that Godzilla has had a definitive era defined outside of the cinematic world. A lot of good stuff going on. Lots of good stuff. And arguably my favorite has definitely been the Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Volume 1 was exceptional. It's a standalone event. It's not tied in with the current continuity of the legendary comics or the DC continuity. It's its own thing. And it's great. So in Volume 1, the Legion of Doom accessed the Titans. They found, multiverse, found another Earth, where on that Earth, they all exist, but instead of there being heroes and villains, they're just normal people. But there's Titans. It's the legendary universe, the MonsterVerse universe, and they access those Titans and use them to try to fight the Justice League, ultimately losing, getting in prison. They go to jail. So if you're a supervillain and you go to jail, you're now under the thumb of Amanda Waller. And this one, she's taking the Suicide Squad, she's taking the Legion of Doom, she's mushed them together. She's making a secondary plan, with all these heroes flying around, with all these villains flying around, with all these Titans flying around. We have to have a contingency plan. And ultimately, it went south. This character featured on the cover next to Lex Luthor is Leland Shaw, first introduced in the MonsterVerse in Apple's Monarch Legacy of Monsters, which was such a cool reveal in issue 1. He's putting together his own team because he killed Amanda Waller. She's dead. Absolutely, just straight dropped her like a bad habit for not agreeing with his plans or respecting him. She was talking to him like she talks to her inmates, and he dropped her without even blinking. Boom, gone. So their ideas are messing with a little bit of magic, a little bit of genetics, and a little bit of Titans. And they're trying to find ways to infuse it with characters like King Shark. That's no spoiler. It was on the covers of issue 1. So they can Titan size. They can Titan people so that they have a fighting chance and also an attacking chance. Not just defensive, obviously. But we went to Hollow Earth for the first time in this series. And the issue 2, the previous issue, ended with Superman and Lex having come face to face, but they also came face to face simultaneously with the great ape clans of Hollow Earth, the same ones that you saw in Godzilla X Kong New Empire. Familiar faces that Kong beat up in that movie, which was awesome. So they're fighting for their life in there. They're trying to figure out how to escape Hollow Earth while trying to figure out what the Legion of Suicide Squad Doom is up to. There's a lot going on. It's really fun. This one is action packed. It is definitely plot forward the whole time your foot's on the gas. A lot of characters. They don't really neglect any of them. You get little personal touch of stories going on, like while Barry and Iris got married in the first issue, and then immediately had to take off to this mission, so that that overwhelming sense of danger that the rest of the team has to protect Barry so that he makes it home to see his newlywed, stuff like that. They don't ignore little plot details like this. It's so good. Nerdy Geek says Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe #1 was decent. There we go. Yeah, I don't bet on Marvel. I just can't do it. It's hard to. I have to hear nothing but great things and find free time and motivation to check them out. I picked up a couple of the little one-offs they did. How there's just a Godzilla Hulk, a Godzilla, and it was just awful. And I get what they were doing. They saw DC just absolutely crush it with this series the year before, so they were trying like, all right, well, everyone loves Godzilla right now, rightfully so, rightfully so. They saw a way to make money. They see a fandom. They're trying to service the fandom and make money at the same time. It's what you're supposed to do. But they just something about Marvel these days, man. The quality just is butt. It's butt. DC should do an animated Godzilla movie. That'd be cool. I'm excited for the upcoming Godzilla X Kong Supernova movie. That's what I'm excited for. That -1, -2. What are they going to call it? Godzilla minus sequel? Godzilla minus some more? I don't know. Godzilla -1 was one of the best movies in the last 10 years. Like, it was amazing. Ultimate Venom is so cool looking. I got to check them out. Hadn't seen nothing about it. All right, there's a lot of great covers for this issue, by the way. That's your A cover. You get some of the other Titans in the back. You got Skrilla, you got Mothra, Ghidorah, one of the War Bats. Some Tiamat was in there. Look at this Riccardo Federici cover. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Crushed it. Now, this Alan Qua, this is our third one. This is the full connecting set. The entire miniseries will connect together in one large landscape image. This is super dope. Featuring Peacemaker, Green Lantern, some of the Skull Crawlers, the crab monsters in the background, the queen of the monsters, Mothra herself right there. Some good stuff. 1 in 25, Kevin Maguire. It seems so far that's 3 issues in a row with Kevin Maguire on the 1 in 25. We had the close-up of Kong with Godzilla #1, Kong with #2. Now we get Ghidorah. So interesting. Hopefully he continues those. Yep. So they don't go higher than the 1 in 25, only 4 covers. So it's not too crazy to be able to pull all of them, which I am doing. Power Rangers Prime. Yeah, I stopped with the Power Rangers. As always, I'm highlighting the Ghost Machine stuff. But the second half of Sisterhood by Maytal is out this week. I'm excited for that. The first one was really good. I didn't know it was going to be more than one issue, so I'm reading it thinking, yo, when's this going to wrap up? We're kind of going deeper into the story, and it wasn't wrapping up. This is one I have to go back and read. Resurrection Man, Quantum Karma. Definitely interested in this. Ron V. See what he does with that story. Not too familiar with what he's up to with it, but I think it'll just be a deep read if it's Ron V pulling almost like an indie DC character in there. But here we go, guys. This is what I was talking about, this Kaisei era. This is our second book in this new universe, this new era. Completely redefined. It's not like the Godzilla origin story. Godzilla's been around. The world is already reactionary to it. You have the G-Force. You have people that are mutated, affected, like kind of radiation infection, mutation by Godzilla's presence. That's where the name comes from, the Kaisei era. Kaisei is the energy that you see, that nuclear energy that has created him, that he uses, that he's fueled by. And there's this whole parts of the planet that are considered dead zones. And this character gets mentioned in passing in Godzilla issue #1. This some people have even reported that there's some kind of mutant in there. And this is going to be following that character, I assume. But I'm excited to check it out. I'm very excited. I was like, yo, more Godzilla stuff. But then I read it. I'm like, dude, this is going to be super fun. Building a universe. The third book is going to be about person who deals in like wares kind of in space, because there's high sci-fi here. You got to remember the Godzilla stuff is aliens, space, like it does all of it. So they're definitely doing it. They're going all in for it. And this will be the last issue of Herculoids that I pick up, issue 6. I'm really enjoying it, but I gotta narrow down the pool list. Got to somehow. These Matina covers are absolutely gorgeous, and that's what keeps tricking me into keep going. But wicked cool. I figured that would wrap up the first volume maybe. And if I care to keep going, I can always just pick up the trade paperbacks. I'm excited for Shin Godzilla #2. I don't think it's ever going to happen, Corbin. I don't think it'll ever happen. I don't think that's something that they're striving to do. I think that for whatever reason they abandoned it along the way. But if it ever does, just like with any and everything else, Godzilla, I'll be there opening day to see it. It was a Fathom event back in I think it was 2016. It was a one day showing, limited screenings. It was close to my birthday. Me and my pops went to see it. But yeah, I would love it. Shin was awesome. I absolutely loved it. The only Marvel books I want to pull these days are Wolverine, Incredible Hulk, Ultimate Wolverine. There you go. So I'll always pull Hulk. Always. And I'll always give Ghost Rider a shot, that's for sure. I like Ghost Rider a lot. But the rest of it, I'm like, yeah. I'm just not invested anymore either. Like, it went from being, huh? You sure? I'm going too. I want to pick them up. Yeah, but this is a hard stop at 3 p.m. I want to go pick them up. I want to see the little faces coming out of that school. What? Yeah, that's fine. It's already 2:53. We're not far from 3. And it gets easier every day too. You never know. A lot of people probably hitting that bus today. But y'all get that hashtag in. I'm getting ready to head out to go pick up the kids. Pick them up on their first day. And big shout out to everybody who dropped those super chats today. Got the bonus prizes in there. We'll go ahead and pull some of these cards. Wait, hey Kyle, come here. Because Monkey's not here. Yo, for as long as the show's been going, she's been my little Vanna White. This is the first Tuesday without Monkey.
Oh, I did that for DJ at the convention.
No. So what you do is you can't look, but you got to pull 3 cards out of here.
Just 3?
I'm waiting on you.
Oh.
1, 2, and 3. All right, so these cards suck. It's on her, guys.
It's my fault.
Oh, these are all fantastic. These are all super fantastic. Yeah. When they're painted artwork, it's hard to fail. All right, we're getting ready to spin this thing. Get out of here just a couple minutes early so we can try to get. She said every minute counts with Carline this early. So make sure y'all hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Check out the video I posted yesterday. If you're a channel member, check out the video that comes out tomorrow. And if you're not a channel member, hit that join button, the subscribe plus, and become a channel member. If you join in the Legion tier, it gets you access to the monthly giveaway wheel, which I will hopefully this Sunday show off some of the prizes that'll be in the August Legion loot. And we'll go from there. Yeah, check out the merch store, all that. Getting toward the end of the summer, we got the Legion of America summer line in there too. Some really cool merch stuff. One person sent me a picture. They got theirs before I even got mine, which I'm waiting on a new hat with the Legion of America, the tank top and stuff. By the time the tank top gets here, it'll be winter time. And won't be 100 degrees anymore. It'll only be 80. Well, yeah, here we go. And if y'all have never seen Terminator Dark Fate, check it out. Let's spin this bad boy and we're going to get rocking and rolling. Thank you to everybody who came and hung out. As always, free shipping worldwide if you're a channel member, free shipping in the US. If you're not a channel member, you can prize tag or get a shipping credit. Winner is, boom, Dale in suspense. Heck yeah, Dale, here are your cards that Kyle pulled. You got Captain Marvel, Deadman, and Oracle, as well as the sealed trading card pack, stickers, Justice League Watchtower card, and 4 mystery comics. You can pause it and check it out if you want to. So appreciate everybody watching, hanging out. Share the stream out and all that stuff. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion. Let's hit this.
Is that it? Is that all you got?